Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you an activity that engages students in the hyflex setting, meaning that you have online students and face-to-face students at the same time. As I was mentioning before, I'm teaching a language and I have always started my lessons with students writing an answer to my question on the whiteboard, and then we would go over the sentences in a very quick activity. So to transfer this type of an activity to a HyFlex class, I use menti.com, or you can use any type of a survey where students can write their own answers. So I'm going to show you how it worked in my class and kind of walk you through what I did. So before the class started, I went to menti.com where I have an account, and you can have a paid account or a free account with menti.com. And for this specific activity, the free account is more than enough because you only need one slide with one question. Now I created a survey to collect typed responses, and I will show you in a second how it's done. Then in class, I opened the survey and I asked all students, online and face-to-face students, to use their smartphones to type in their answers. So the answers appear on the screen as if students would have written them on the board. And then I used the Zoom Annotate feature
Я ходил в
to correct some
ресторан,
of the
да?
mistakes. You can see I'm doing it right now.
Мгм.
Similarly, how I would have done it on a whiteboard.
Хорошо.
And finally, I had an activity based on these prompts with the students. Now let me show you how I created this activity on Menti. Now I have an account, and you can have your own account on menti.com, and you will be creating it under Mentimeter. So Menti is for participants and Mentimeter for the designers. Now let me show you the activity. So the activity that you have just seen on the video is called warm up, and it says listen to the question and write down the answer, and don't forget to write your name. So basically I use the same slide for all of my classes. I don't need to recreate it. It's just when I collect responses, I reset it every time. To present, I simply click present. So if I was teaching to my students right now, they would enter this code and will be able to type in their responses. And now let me show you how to create it. So I will start a new presentation and I'll call it warm up. So first thing I do is I choose a slide type. And right now I want to have open-ended responses. Here I add my question. And I can decide if I want it to appear as speech bubbles or one by one or as a flowing grid. I like it one by one, but speech bubbles can look fun too. And that's it. You have created your activity. Now in class, you have to go to Mentimeter, you have to open it, and then you have to click present. And once the students log in into Menti with this code, they will have a text field to add their answers. Finally, I want to show you how students see it on their smartphones. So once they go to menti.com, they see this screen where they can enter the code. Once they enter the code, they see the question that I have entered as my activity question and this text field. And once they click into the text field, they can type in their answers. And since I'm teaching Russian, I ask all of my students to add the Russian keyboard to their smartphones, which is very easy to do. I hope this video gave you some good ideas about how to engage both online and face-to-face students.